Good morning and welcome to GrainTV for June 28th, 2012. To my right is Cody Bills and I'm Brock. A lot of fundamental news to digest today and tomorrow, but first let's take a look at what's going on in Chicago. Old crop corn is up 10 cents, new crop is up 11 3/4. Soybeans on the old crop is down 3/4 cent, new crop is up 1 1/4. Wheat in Chicago up 3 and Kansas City up 2 1/2 as well. Tomorrow we do get the USDA reports, but before that we have the export sales report today. Cody, what are we looking at for the numbers?
Well, we had the export sales report come out this morning. Corn kind of lower than analyst expectations, coming in at 192,000 metric tons. Beans was able to book 403,000 metric tons in the old crop. That was very good. That was on the high side of analyst expectations. So once again, another good sales week for beans. And wheat came in at 324,000 metric tons on the low side of analyst expectations. Let's take a look at the corn progress in terms of meeting USDA expectations throughout this marketing year. Right now, we're behind pace, 28 million bushels. Really, we've booked 10 weeks of very small sales, seasonally low, and that has dragged us behind pace. We fell 10 million bushels just as a result of that bar right there. If you look at beans, this is a completely different story. We're ahead of pace, 53 million bushels. A lot of this had to do with the struggling South American crop this year. We had another really just big week of beans. That you can see we're well above that yellow line that in this histogram, and the yellow line represents the seasonal sales that we would expect to see based on seasonality. And as you can see here, as we get to the later part of the season, typically we don't make these types of sales. Typically sales drop off, but we've just been able to continue to book solid sales. I would expect most likely with all these sales booked that some of them will be rolled into the next marketing year simply because of the crop concerns that have just erupted here in the last week.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to take a look at what the USDA analysts are expecting for estimates tomorrow.
Well, it's definitely earned me more money. Just like Decatur, they were paying 70 cents more for summer corn there in August. We were hauling corn 100 mile for 40 cents, and we're making 30 cents, and I wouldn't even known that price was probably on there. I wouldn't have thought of calling Decatur. But when you go to the Grower's Edge page, then it takes all that running around out of it for you.
Welcome back to GrainTV. Tomorrow we have two huge reports hitting the markets, and for the first time for this planted acreage and for the quarterly stocks numbers, we will be trading live when these numbers hit the markets. That will definitely have some implications when it comes to the initial reaction and the volatility we see in the trade. Brock, what are the analysts guessing here?
Yeah, it looks like for corn, the analysts are expecting about 100,000 acre increase in planted acreage for corn. That's about 4 million acres above where we were last year. For soybeans, this could be the biggest wild card to hit the market tomorrow. It looks like bean acreage is expected to increase by 1.5 million acres, and wheat looks like it's expected to increase by about 1 million acres. Like you were saying, Cody, the second big report to come out tomorrow is actually the quarterly grain stocks report. If you take a look at where corn is expected to come in at 3.1 billion bushels, about 500 million bushels below where we were last year at this time. Soybeans, 640 million bushels, about 20 million bushels ahead of where we were last year, and the guess for the wheat bushels is at 726 million bushels, about 150 million below where we were last year.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that this will lead to some serious volume being pushed through the markets, which means that if you guys don't have access to the markets and you're interested in being able to watch these live quotes and be able to watch the order flow, give us a call at 877-472-4607 or take a demo on our website. We'll see you live tomorrow for the report.